All right, Monday Night Movie Club. We are here. We've got a surprise for you. 50 years after, we have dug up dead Alex Kitner all the way over in Amity Island or Martha's Vineyard, Mr. Jeffrey Voorhees. Jeffrey, how you doing?
Not bad considering I've been dead for 50 years.
Well, you look great. I don't know if it's the like a skin moisturizer you're using, but whatever it is, maybe it's the Mick Jagger secret or the Keith Richards secret. It's working for you, buddy. Super quick, happy 50th anniversary of Jaws. I wanted to kick that off and say that. Secondly, I just noticed in the Friday and Saturday box office, Jaws is number 2. It's beating out all these new movies, man.
No,
That's
it's
awesome.
crazy. It's 50
Yeah,
years old and it's still on fire.
yeah. I mean, it's slaughtering. So we're gonna take this back. We're gonna hop in our DeLorean from Back to the Future, take it all the way back to 1975 or 1974, actually. You tell me about how this whole phenomenon started for you, Jeffrey.
Well, we just moved to Martha's Vineyard here about 51 years ago. We got here and the word got out there. They're making a movie. They need a lot of extras. They'll pay you 40 bucks a day to be in the movie. And it's a 12-year-old kid, 40 bucks a day. I'm gonna go sign up. And it's a small island. So we walked down to the Kelly House, a hotel in Eggertown, just down the street from the house we just moved into,
Hmm.
and signed up to be in a movie. I didn't even know what the name of the movie was. And then a couple days later, I get a call back, and they call me back down to this hotel, and Spielberg and a few people are in the room. And he was only 27, and he had like a list of, he had this little things highlighted, some words. He goes, read these lines that are highlighted. It's like, okay, to be an extra. So I read those, and it's like, okay, all this to be an extra. And he goes, okay, fill out all this paperwork. I go, all this to be an extra? He goes, no, this is paperwork to join SAG, Screen Actors Guild. He goes, you have to join the union if you're going to have a speaking part, and you're going to be getting a speaking part. I go, oh, okay. He goes, and you'll get 140 a day instead of 40.
Nice.
And that's pretty good when you're a little kid. And all my friends were only getting 40 bucks a day. And that's where it all started. And I didn't even know, I had no clue I was going to be eaten by a shark or even the name of the movie at first.
Sure. So how old were you at the time? I don't know, recall if you said, were you close to Alex's age?
I was 12 years old
Okay.
and they filmed that down here in May. They were trying to get it done before Memorial Day weekend. And everyone's, this water, if you know New England at all, you don't want to swim in this water till July. And so they were filming this in June. And so people were like, were you afraid of the shark? No, I was afraid of freezing my 12-year-old ass off in the water. But
Great. Now, how long did your scene play, and did you get to work with your mom, like Leaf? It's Leaf Hero, right?
yes,
How
she,
did you get to work with her beforehand, or how did that all come about for you?
well, the whole Jaws thing, they were trying to put this thing together and have it all done in like 2 or 3 months. And the book that just came out, if you read that book, it's nothing like the movie. The mafia was, the mafia is in the book, and the lots of the, bro. I mean, Quint is having a
Oh yeah,
affair.
Hooper's sleeping with everybody or something.
Yeah, so they kind of were rewriting the whole thing. And that scene
Yeah.
with Piero, my mother in the movie, like at first she was supposed to be swearing at the, you knew
Hmm.
about this effing shark and my son is dead. And she was supposed to swear and they were gonna, and she came back and goes, I'm not gonna swear. She did Broadway shows. She was a sweetie.
Sure.
And they finally said, okay, well, she's really good. We got to keep her. So they rewrote that script. And instead of swearing, she comes up and she slaps the sheriff in the face. And that was a big thing. That was a
Such
nice
a
kid.
strong scene, man.
But the scene where I get eaten, at first Spielberg goes, beg to go in the water. And all my friends, he tells them when he's talking to his mother, you guys all pick up balls and toys and go in the water. And it's really shallow there where that bridge is.
Sure.
He tells all the kids, get on your knees and stay on your knees until we stop filming. So they all run in the water, get on their knees to make it look deeper.
Yeah.
Then he tells me, you pick up your rafts, run down to the water, and that's it. You're done. It's like, oh, I don't even have to go in the water. And all my friends were making 40 bucks a day. I was making 140, and I don't even have to go in that cold water. And then in Oak Bluffs, where the mechanical shark was,
Yeah.
a mannequin that looked just like me. And Spielberg goes, "You get near the water, you're done." And that in Oak Bluffs with that mechanical shark,
Hmm.
they have a raft that the mannequin that looked just like me. They put the mannequin on the raft, and the shark comes up and bites this little mannequin. And back in the 70s, horror movies, King Kong, Godzilla,
Yeah.
those are the scary movies. And this one, they saw this that the mechanical shark bites this mannequin, the head spinning up in the air, the arms and legs are going in every direction, blood everywhere. And like in a movie now, you can have that. But back then, they're like, oh my God, people will get up and leave this movie if they see this.
Yeah.
And they're like, we can't use this. And then that's when Spielberg comes back and says, change your plans. You're going to have to beg to go in the water, and then you're going to have to start swimming out of the water. And about 20 yards out, there's this big barrel just
Hmm.
under the water. You couldn't really see it because it's right near the top of the water,
Yeah.
full of blood. And right behind it is a wheel that when this thing blows up, a wheel spins. It has fins on each side. You see the fins in the movie
Yeah.
spinning.
Kind of turn. Yeah.
So he goes, beg to go in the water and swim out to that raft, and then we'll say cut. And all my friends are in the water freezing their little asses off already. And I have to go in now. So I swim out on the raft, freezing cold, and they had a raft that was cut in half. And they
Yeah.
pulled this half raft over this barrel full of blood. The
Uh,
front part's still blown up. He's like, you're going to lie on top of it now, and then we'll start filming again. And when it explodes, go in the water and stand in there as long as you can. So now you 12 years old, freezing your little ass off. This thing can explode. And the first time we try it, bam, blood shooting up your nose and your
oh
eyes,
boy.
your ears.
Yeah.
And it was freezing cold. I go into water, hold my breath. I finally come ashore. I go to Spielberg. I go, "Are we all set?" And he was only 27. He wanted everything perfect. He was only
Sure.
in one other movie before this. And he's like, "No, your arm came out of the water a little. We're gonna have to do it again." And it would take like 7 or 8 hours for that blood to clear out. And he
Because it's got to
tells
wash all out, right? Get
Yeah,
it
and he
out.
tells all my friends and me, he goes, okay, everyone come back in about 5 hours. And nowadays you got buses, it's easy to get around. But back then we were dropped off in the morning and we're freezing cold out there because I
Yeah.
screwed up. And so we're stuck there for 5 hours. And all of a sudden someone comes up to me and goes, Jeff, we got some little dressing rooms down here he goes, you're part of SAG, Screen Actors Guild. We got this is too cold out here. Let's go in where it's warmer. And they give me a little
Oh.
robe and a bottle of water. And I felt bad day one. All my friends are outside freezing cold, and I screwed up, and I'm going in where it's warm. It's like, and then day two, your leg came out of the water. Day three, your arm came out of the water. And that's when it's like, get my bottle of water, my robe. See you guys later. I'm going in where it's warm.
Back to the
Day
trailer.
four, your arm, your leg, and then day five, Spielberg finally goes, "This is taking too long." He goes, "Change your plans." This time we got two guys in wetsuits,
Yeah.
and when that explodes, each one's going to grab one of your legs and they'll lift you in and out of the water a few times, and then on the third try or so, they're going to pull you under and give you air. So, like in the beginning, if you see the mechanical shark there,
Yeah.
that's a mannequin.
Hmm.
And that's the Eggertown, I mean, Oak Bluffs Harbor. So there's like a beach over there. So this part
Sure.
they didn't use. So when they actually had the guys lifting me in and out of the water,
Got
it's
it.
like you see my mouth's wide open. It's like
Yeah.
gasping for air because I know I'm going to get pulled under again. It's like people are like, oh, you look so scared in that. It's like, oh, well, you no, it's like that was like the second time. So you knew you're getting pulled over. You try to get air in your mouth, and then they pull you under, and then they give you air. And I'm thinking, okay, something's got to be screwed up. Go ashore. I go to Spielberg. Okay, we're gonna have to do this again. He goes, no, that was perfect. You're all done.
Nice.
That was it. 5 days. So.
And it looked fantastic on film. Like, oh my goodness, how believable. Even though you couldn't see the shark, I appreciate the less is more at that point instead of just seeing Bruce bite into a mannequin where the head pops off and all that. You did fabulous.
Well, that scene there is funny because, the movie was taking longer than it was taking forever.
Yeah.
And when, you know how Brody, the girl, she's an artist painting on the jetty,
Yeah.
and she's like, shark, shark. And then
Yeah.
Brody runs across the bridge and out the long jetty
Sure.
where I got eaten. And that's where they got it all done finally. Like they were supposed to do it in 3 months, and like 6 months later, they were finally out of here.
Yeah,
And they're in California putting all the film together, and someone goes to Spielberg, we're gonna have to go back and redo this scene where Brody's running across the bridge.
sure.
Next time you see it, you'll see, wait, and they're like in a movie now, you can go in there on a computer and scratch something off, but
Hmm.
the black lab that just got eaten,
Yeah, he's there.
like kids, and it was always down near the beach, so it's always playing with. So every time like we're filming my scene, they hold Pippet back so we want to get down there because it
Yeah.
already got eaten. And they notice when Brody runs across the bridge, if you look down, there's a black lab lying there. It's Pippet. And they were like, we're gonna have to go back and redo this. And Spielberg's like, he was so sick of the island, it took so long. He goes, there's a lot of black labs. There's no proof that's Pippet. Just and they left it in there, and took years, and finally word got out, and people pointed out in the
Yeah.
movies, Pippet.
And what
But
a crappy dog owner that guy was. He called out for, I mean, you own a dog, a big St. Bernard, right? So, I
yeah,
mean, you're calling for your dog for about 20 seconds, and he's like, all right, I'm good. I'm going to take off.
Pippet's gone. It's like, but it was funny because before that, it was like we just moved here, and I got a speaking part, and I joined the Eggertown Boys and Girls Club. I played the drums in the parade,
Uh huh.
and he hired the band to be in the parade scene, where the kids are walking around the corner,
Yeah.
banging on the drums. And they hired the band and said, let's go practice down near the water. And then Spielberg comes down and he sees me with the drum and he's like, Jeff, what are you doing down here?
You're
I
like,
go, I'm in the band. And he goes, you can't be in this scene. He goes, you got an important part. You can't. I go, I'm in the band. I go, I'm not dead yet because this is before I died. And he's like, no, if the media found out, they're going to say, this is that little kid there in the next scene, he's going to die. That's Alex Kitner. And he goes, it will get people confused. You can't do it. And he kind of like said no and kind of threw me off the stage there. And then I would see him. It's a small island, so you see him all the time. I'd run up to him. He's 27. I'm a
sure.
little 12-year-old. I'm like, I'm not dead yet. I'm in the band. You got to let me do it. And
Yeah.
I would see him day after day. You see him all the time. I go, oh, come on, I'm not dead. Why can't I? And he goes, I give up. You're not dead yet. You can be in it. So like every 4th of July on websites, people they circle the little kid with the long hair back. They're going, there's Alex Kintner. He's gonna die in the next scene. It's like,
Nice. Now, whenever they capture the tiger shark, we see an arrow in it. Who had an arrow? What the hell was going on?
well, the tiger shark, when they were filming that, they said, okay, we need that fish to hang up. Don't cut it open. The Kintner boy will spill up.
Yeah,
They said, we'll get one up in New England. And in the spring, they're in the Florida still. So they
sure.
ended up getting that and getting it all the way up here on the vineyard. And they were hanging it up down on the Eggertown Harbor for days. And it stunk so bad. And like in the spring, the wind's coming from the north one day or from the south. It changes. So anytime it was coming from the east, northeast, which happens a lot.
Yeah.
That rotting shark, you could smell it all over the town. Like up at the school that we were in, it's like, oh God, you can smell that shark. And all the locals, people are always like, oh, is everyone happy they're making the movie? A lot of locals were getting pissed.
Yeah.
The parade scenes, the traffic on Main Street all goes a different direction in real life.
Mhm.
And the movie it comes the other way. But you could smell that shark. And back then there were more local fishermen in Eggertown. And they had a place way out of town for people to dump carcasses, codfish and things like that.
Yeah.
Just get it out of town so it doesn't stink. And a bunch of local fishermen got so pissed because that thing stunk so bad. So one time they had a bunch of codfish carcasses. And instead of dumping them up where they should do, they went over the house Spielberg was renting and dumped it all over his front yard. It's like, but
Oh boy.
little things like that is fun. We knew where they kept the shark, where they stored the shark.
Yeah.
And back
Because it's
then,
25 feet long. You can't miss it, right?
well, you had the left side, the right side, and the Eggertown Yacht Club let them put it in the warehouse. And back then, there's not alarms and cameras.
Yeah.
Like, it was like we go down there at nighttime with flashlights and look around. It's like, oh wait, here it is. And it's like you open the window. This is open. It's like I go, yeah, we climb in and we'd be climbing all over the shark at nighttime. It's like, oh, this is, and then the person that made the shark, I'm not sure if you remember that guy.
Is it
Uh,
Bob Mady or who was that?
well, Joe Alves. Well,
Oh
he
yeah,
was,
Joe Alves.
and Joe, I like I used to hide from those signings. Like I used to go out and do, they would show up at a restaurant all the time. Come on, we'll fly you there. You just sign photos, you make good money. And it's like, go away, I'm too busy.
Yeah.
And then I finally, like 8 years ago, I finally tried it and they fly you all over the world.
Oh yeah.
I'm up in Niagara. I was over in England a while ago. I'll
Hmm.
be up in Niagara Falls in a couple weeks. And it's, and the first time you have to do Q&As
Sure.
and there was the Shark Con down in Florida, down
Yeah.
in Tampa. And I would always do it with Susan, Chrissy in the movie, because they wanted
Hmm.
two people eaten by a shark.
Yeah.
And she passed away last year, unfortunately. She was a sweetie. And
Hmm.
anytime I signed with her, she would write first victim and sign her name. And I write second victim and sign my name. But Joe, I had to do a Q&A with him, and that's down in Florida. Right before I got to know him, I just started doing signings, so I
Yeah.
didn't. And he just put a book out, how the shark is broken, and he was, you know, up there for that reason. He's
Yeah.
talking about the book, and so people would ask him questions, and he's like, "Yeah, that shark would break down for a week or two at a time, and it was always broken." And that's when I got the microphone after he was done.
Yeah.
And before you guys ask any questions, I got to come out and tell the truth. We were just little kids. And this is Joe just finished talking about how the shark broke down. I go, we were just little kids, but during when we knew where they stored the shark, and we used to climb in the window and break in and climb all over that shark all the time, wiggling on the teeth and stuff. I go, maybe that's why it didn't work. He
Oh.
looked over like he wanted to kill me. It's like, and I mean, that's him. That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
And like, where's Joe? He's a sweet. I see him a lot. It's like,
Yeah. Joe Alves is great.
there he. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Like he's down here on the island for this Jaws 50th, and
Sure.
he came in. I go, Joe, I'm bored. Do you bring that shark down? I need something to play with.
Oh.
He's like, get away from me. He's used to me now. It's like, because like at that one, like Richard was there.
Sure.
I'm
And
not.
that's awesome. That's Jaws royalty right there.
And it was funny because there's Richard Kramer
Hmm.
and the other guy. He's in Jaws too, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta get in the photo with you guys." It's like, no, they wouldn't let me be in Jaws too, so I don't want you in the photo. It's
Yeah.
like,
No, I like that story. Tell me real quick, because we're gonna wind down here. I'm gonna ask just two more questions. The Jaws 2 story, you were coming back and you expected to get a part as an extra or something, right?
yeah, they said, "Oh, they're making the Jaws too. Let's go sign up again." They only did a little on the island, but we're little kids. It's like a couple of years later, we go sign up, and we're all down there. They're going, okay, everyone come back in about 2 days. We're going to start filming some stuff. And they're
Hmm.
going through the names and they go, wait a minute, Jeff Voorhees. I go, yeah. They go, you can't be in this movie. I'm like, why not? They're going, you died in the first movie. I'm like, I'm older. I look different. They're like, no, if the media ever found out, you
Yeah.
ruined the movie. So all my friends are in the second one. My head goes down. I'm walking away. Oh shit, I can't be in it. It's like,
Yeah. Luckily, there wasn't anything like the internet back in the day because they would have found that out pretty quick.
Definitely. And I was just with the have you seen the play The Shark is Broken?
They're gonna do a California stint here pretty soon, so I'm gonna hop on that. Was that Ian Shaw or who is that?
Yeah, well, they were trying to get me to go to the opening and down in Broadway, and I was
Yeah.
doing a signing over in Europe, so I couldn't do it. And then did one in London last year, and then the people are like, "Oh, okay, wait, we're going to do it on the island on the Jaws 50th." So
Yeah.
we went down there, and they got me on opening night, and then the people that are in it, they're like, "Oh, we
Nice.
got a party going on. Let's go down." And they go, "We got to get a picture with Alex in this too." And then it's supposed to be Richard Dreyfuss. I
Yeah.
go,
The three guys from the Orca.
yeah, I go, this is a little odd. I go, in the movie, I was a little kid in it. I go, in this photo here, you guys are all the adults in the movie, and I'm the oldest person in this photo. This doesn't look right. It's like,
I got you. So the last question I'll ask, for Jaws 50, could you imagine just how much is, I mean, like I was talking to you earlier, it's number two in the box office right now. Whenever you were doing this then, could you imagine half a century later, it would still be going gangbusters?
no, it's like after the internet came around, it exploded. It's like, because for years people would always show up on the island. Can you sign this? And they would mail me tons of pictures with a self, it's, an envelope to mail it back. I used to sign them and mail them back. And then after the internet came around, Jaws started to explode. And then all of a sudden, I'd be signing photos and mailing them back to be a nice person. And then also, you look on the internet, it's something I signed and mailed back. They're selling on the internet for $100. It's like,
Oh, they're making money
stop.
off your name, man.
So
That's goofy.
I stopped signing them. And my brother came back. He's like, you got to mail these. These are your fans. I go, no, they're just going to sell them on the internet. And no, you got to. And he starts opening because he's in that scene. He's a kid right near me. He's like,
Sure.
okay, this is Edward Voorhees. He signed his name. I'm the kid with the blue shorts next to Alex Kitner. I'm his brother. And he signs it and mails them back. And what are
Yeah.
they going to say? Wait a minute, we want Alex Kitner. So it's just funny. The movie just, and it's funny because like if it's on TV, I never knew you got royalty checks. And first time it came on TV, it's like, whoa, what is this? And it's still, you get a little check now and then. It's like my brother lives in Portugal. I get a little text. Good news. You just died on TV over here. It's like, oh, you got a little check coming. It's like,
I hope it was believable. Well, hot dog, we look forward, Jeffrey, to talking to you on the 100th anniversary. Okay. We'll go for Jaws 100. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. We hope you enjoy the island. I know now you winter over in Florida, right? No longer on the island for winter.
well, the last couple of years, I stopped working full time a few years ago. And it's like, this island's too dead in the winter. And my brother lives in Portugal, but I got a 150-pound dog. I can't fly over to Europe with her. So I
Yeah,
was doing a sign in Florida. It's like, I'll go check out the Keys. And it's hard to find one that would take a big dog.
sure.
I finally found one. And this year it's like, oh, wait, Jaws 50th. It's like, you know what? I'm going to go down for 3 months down in Key West this year.
Yeah.
So I already got a place. So I'll be down in Key West for the start of the next year. So,
Well, right on. Then we look forward to catching up for you, or catching up with you. Make sure you look in your mailbox for our Christmas card, all right, brother man?
okay. Well, you have a good one now. Enjoy.
You too. Take care.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.